Welcome back. Oh man, today, if I could tell you, I am feeling so overwhelmed right now. There's just like, I feel like I've got so much going on in my life. It's like, things just feel kind of crazy, you know what I mean? There's a lot happening. Yeah, this week has been like extremely busy, and I feel like I've dropped the ball quite a few times. Oh, yes, the kitchen behind me. Have you guys seen the kitchen? If you want to see the full kitchen, have a look on my other channel. I've done a full tour of the kitchen here, but anyway, that's another topic, another subject. I can't even talk, see what I'm saying? Yeah, I am completely overwhelmed at the moment. This week has been crazy. I have dropped the ball many times this week. I've not been doing very well, guys. Especially with trying to homeschool the children as well. Honestly speaking, I've not done well. I really haven't. Things are just kind of like up in the air. I think this whole thing of trying to have a really good work-life balance for me right now, things are crazy, and I'm trying not to. Oh, that's an interesting noise. It sounds like a monkey, but it's not. It must be a bird. I don't know if you heard that on camera, but it sounds kind of weird. Yeah, things have just been, there's just been a lot going on, a lot happening, and so I've definitely dropped the ball on a few things actually. And sometimes I feel so bad when people are like, oh, you do so well because you're a mom, you don't have house help, you're homeschooling, you're doing all these videos. And sometimes I feel bad because I feel like actually it's well and good saying that you do all these things, but you know, are you doing all those things? Well, I am doing those things, but sometimes something gets dropped. It doesn't always work out how you want it to work out, you know. But I'm just feeling a bit bad about the whole homeschooling thing, because like I'm not Superwoman. I'm not Superwoman at all, and I have like so many things to do, and I'm not doing very well. So I'm trying not to be too hard on myself, but I'm also being hard on myself because I do want to do something. Well, when I say they're not doing homeschool, it's not like they're not doing anything at all. They're doing this thing at the moment. It's like this online game thing. I can't remember what it's called. The name has completely slipped my mind right now. But it's really good. It's not Roblox. It's not Roblox, but it's kind of like a similar kind of theory. So you go through like this adventure thing, and while they're doing an adventure, they have to pass certain like quizzes and tests and stuff like that before they can go to the next level, or before they can buy stuff. Sorry, the light. My goodness, it's so bright here. Where is the light? Where's the light? Is that a bit better? Still pretty dark, huh? What if I stand over here? It's not happening today, is it? It's not happening at all. I'm sorry. Oh, here's a little bit better. But my arm's gonna ache after about 30 seconds holding the camera like this.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes.
Yeah, so they've been playing like this online game, and so it has like quizzes and stuff like that you have to do. Yeah, so they've been kind of engrossed in that. So they are doing something little, and occasionally I give them like a book to work from. But I feel like in terms of anything that's really like major, and me sitting down with them and doing it, I haven't been very good. That's what it feels like. I've not been very good about it. So yeah, feeling a little bit bad about that. This light business is really irritating me. Maybe this is a bit... Okay. I'm just sitting on the steps here. Or maybe if I turn this way. Maybe this is better. Okay. I'm just going to stay this way. And just... Yeah, I'm just going to sit like this. Yeah, so I feel like I've kind of dropped the ball quite a lot in that respect. Yeah, I've not done very well, guys. I've not. But I think things are kind of going to be up in the air, because right now there is so much going on because of the house. We've got trades coming in and out, and so there's a lot of disruption. And even where we are right now, because it is so small, we're really cramped, we're on top of each other. It's like, even if you really have the time to sit down and focus and do homeschool, like there's no quiet space to sit, and so you're forced to kind of like be doing it in the middle of, you're trying to teach one person, another person's laughing, jumping, skipping, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, it's kind of crazy in there at the moment. But I mean, I'm being hard on myself, but not being hard on myself, because at the same time, although I do think it's good for them to homeschool, I don't have this whole homeschool should be like this. I'm not like that. I think I'm quite relaxed when it comes to education, actually, because I have this very unpopular opinion that gets me into trouble like every single time. I'm always in trouble because I'm definitely a champion for homeschool, and I don't really believe in the whole school system properly. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm just going to spin the camera for a second. This thing, can you see it? In the bushes, hold on. Oh, did you see that? It's in the tree. What the? Wow. Wow. Anyway, I don't know what kind of bird that was. I don't know if you were even able to see that, because it just fell out of the tree, right? And then it jumped back up. I don't know what it was, but it was black and it had like an orange beak. Weird. And it sounds like a duck. It's so weird. It sounds like a duck. It may make some more noise in a minute. I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I don't know what it is. Okay. Oh, I can see it. Look, it's got a black and white tail. What the? I'm really hoping you guys can... can I get it? I don't think so. It's in there somewhere, but me, I'm not... Oh gosh, it is in there. Can you see it moving around? Hold on. If I maybe zoom the right way. Anyway. Okay, forget it. Because I can't. So, how about I zoom back out now? That might be helpful, hey? There you go. It's in there anyway. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something up there. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I have this really unpopular opinion about school, and it gets me in trouble like 90% of the time. Honestly, it really does. Because I feel like the school system is great for some children, but it's not for everybody, because everybody learns differently. And I feel like as the times are changing, we're starting to see that more and more of our children, because if you think back and you remember to the times where, you know, your parents would force you, you've got to be a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, you've got to do one of these big, heavy jobs, and perhaps you're not even like a book person, you might not be a book person, and they're trying to force you into those areas. For those that went into it, a lot of them became miserable. Some people just, you know, like, it caused a whole load of problems, and I feel like some people are still on that kind of journey where they feel like school is about that. But if you think about the job that you're doing now, not everybody is doing a job that school necessarily helps them with. And I feel like sometimes the school system, it just fills your head with like a lot of junk. I was actually talking to Rochelle yesterday, and we were like, when was the last time you used Pythagoras' theory? And she was like, no, don't think I have. And I was like, I don't think I have either. So it was like one of these kind of like weird things. So like, yeah, school's great for some people, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying school is rubbish and no one should go to school. I'm not saying that. It's good for certain things. I think it's good for babysitting. And I think it's good for, in terms of like, your children being able to make friends socially, perhaps. But that is not the only way to make friends. There are other activities that you can do in order for your children to make friends and stuff like that. So I don't think that's the be-all and end all. It just, for me, it's like, nah. I just think not, basically. So like, my daughter would probably do quite well in school. She's very, very clever, but she's also very, very creative. And I kind of like want to be able to see which direction she wants to go in. I don't want to push her in a particular direction. I want to see where she wants to go in. I think she'd be absolutely great at interior design, photography, that kind of thing, because she's amazing. She doesn't even know it. She's amazing. And like my other children, they're very creative. Definitely the creative gene is there. But in particular for Karis, I feel like she could go either way. She could also excel in like the book as well. But I mean, like I said, I'm just being pretty easy at the moment with them, because I feel like I would rather the children kind of like steer themselves into a particular direction as to what they want to do, rather than forcing them to do a whole ton of subjects on things that they don't really like. Like for me, when I homeschool, I prefer to do like maths, English, a bit of science, you know, like basic stuff. And everything else is like life skills. You think about it, your life is full of life skills. Why do you need to learn about certain other things unless you particularly want to go into that that field, you know. I don't know, I'm just talking out loud. But anyway, yeah. I didn't really come on here to talk about homeschooling or school system or anything like that. The bird's gone. It just flew away. Very unusual bird. But yeah, I didn't actually come to talk about that. I was just talking about my overwhelm and the things that I was supposed to do that I haven't done, and just, you know, that's basically what I was talking about. But yeah, there's a lot going on. I feel like I have like 50,000 tabs open in my mind right now, and so I'm the kind of person, like, I can't sleep when I've got so many tabs opened in my mind. And so I think when I go to sleep, I'm not really sleeping fully. So sometimes, like, I'm that kind of person. I wake up to go to the toilet during the middle of the night. And so when I get up to go to the loo, my brain switches back on again. And then I'm like, oh yeah, don't forget to do this. Or oh, maybe you should write this down. I'm that person. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. So I'm not actually getting a good night's sleep, even when I do sleep. The few hours that I do sleep, I'm not getting a good sleep. There's just a lot going on, a lot. And I think until we move into the house, it's going to continue like this. Like, I've got loads of videos to do, I've got loads of editing to do, I have posts to write because I have a blog as well. I have that to upkeep, as well as the fact that tonight I'm even thinking about what the children are going to eat for dinner, because I really don't know. And I haven't even been shopping because I'm just so tied up with time and I'm knackered. Like I said, this week in particular has been quite busy. This week I went to Mensa Park and we were there for the night. You'll see that video very soon. Yeah, so we were there for the night with the children. They absolutely had such a fantastic time. They loved it. But obviously for me, I mean, I did enjoy it as well, don't get me wrong. But it kind of took me a little bit out of my routine. So I feel like I didn't get as much done as what I would have liked to get done. But I guess everyone needs a break every now and again, hey? But yeah, the overwhelm, man. The overwhelm. Like, I'm not sad about the overwhelm. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sad about the overwhelm. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just overwhelmed. I need to close a couple of these tabs that are in my mind, all the things that I need to do. And I think as well, another thing is that there's quite a lot of financial pressure happening at the moment too, with the house and all the trades that are coming in and out. You know, everybody has to be paid. Like, money just flies out of your hands, man. In Ghana here, money, you can't hold it all. You can't try holding 50 cedis for a day and see. You can't hold it. It's just like, goes like that. It's like water out of your hands, you know. So there's a lot of that, a lot. And I keep saying a lot because it is a lot. There's a lot, so I'm feeling kind of like overwhelmed. But I mean, hey, it's all good. I'm not like I said, I'm not upset. I'm not miserable about it. I'm just like in a phase, because I think I've done a video before and I've said that I'm not like depressed or anything like that. I'm just like, one day I would know that I would look back on this and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember when you were going through that. What were you moaning about? It's kind of gonna kind of like be like that. I know, but right now there's just a lot. There's a lot to contend with, a lot. So I think sometimes, you know, when people say, oh, you've done so well, you're so lucky, you're so lucky, you're so this, I'm like, excuse me, this was nothing to do with luck. This was pure hard work, like serious hard work to get here. So, you know, and I'm sure one day, like when our house is complete and everything like that, people will be like, oh, you're so lucky, you got this. No, darling, I was not lucky. I worked hard, I sacrificed a lot. I missed out on a lot of stuff. My children probably missed out on a lot of stuff as well. But this is what we have to show for it, you know. And to be honest with you, I'd rather have something to show for something rather than, you know, like I say, I'm not really about the life of just putting food in my belly just for the sake of putting food in my belly and having a wonderful experience. Those things are good once in a while, but not all the time. So sometimes we have to, you know, we go without so that we can accomplish our goals. But you know, successful people will tell you that's what it takes, and not everyone can do that. So I guess the whole overwhelm thing that I'm feeling right now is just part of that journey. So yeah, it's overwhelming, isn't it? No. But the nice thing is that today is Saturday, so yeah, it's kind of cool. Things are a bit more relaxed. I don't normally like to film anything on a Saturday. In fact, I avoid filming like the play on a weekend because I feel like I try and keep that for the week. And weekends, if I need to, I just edit and stuff like that. But a video that I had prepared for today didn't come out the way that it was supposed to come out. So I just got rid of it. And then I thought, hey, why not just come and just talk to you guys about what I'm feeling? Because, you know, I like to be very real. About what's going on, because I feel like that's real life, and sometimes people pretend as if they're not going through troubled times or as if things are always rosy. Things are not always rosy. Sometimes things are hard. Sometimes you feel like poop. Sometimes you feel great, you know. But I think I'm just, like I said, it's just the overwhelm. I'm probably a little bit of tiredness mixed in there, just a little bit. But I think once we move, everything will settle and everything will feel calm again. But I definitely need to work on some type of program with these children to get them back into a routine. But I'm not going to stress about it too much for now, because I feel like they're not really lacking anything. Because if anything, like when I'm at home, I get them sometimes to help me like make certain things. So they'll make cake with me, or we'll make, I don't know, like anything, meat pies, whatever, something like that. So like they can do all those things. Those are life skills, right? Those are important, right? So they get to do all that kind of stuff. Whereas, you know, some people may not even know how to even enter a kitchen. They can't even tell them to do boiled egg. They can't even make boiled egg. You know, so you have to have a balance, and I definitely need to work out a better work-life balance, because I don't really have much of that. And it's not the best, is it really? It's not good, so I need to work on that. But anyway, that's enough of me yabbing. Just yabbing, just talking. I hope you've made it to the end of this video. I'm sorry if you didn't, but if you did, thank you for sticking with me. I'm just kind of like airing my thoughts a bit. But anyway, I will stop right there, because I think it's enough. Even I've heard enough of my own voice. So anyway, guys, that is it. I'll stop. If you haven't already subscribed, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button for me and the notification bell. And don't forget to do me a favor and like this video, so more people have the opportunity to see it as well. Until next time, I am out. Notify.